Repetition, the most essential weapon utilized in the arsenal of effective individuals. Harnessing its power can inspire, motivate, and rally you towards greatness. When it comes to your dreams and aspirations, it is crucial to never overlook the fundamentals. Mastery of these basics serves as the foundation of success. Consistent repetition is key to attaining greatness. According to the 2022 Global Wealth Report by Credit Suisse, the number of millionaires worldwide has increased by 11.4% since 2020, with a total of 62.5 million millionaires. This number is expected to increase to over 87.5 million by 2026. What do these individuals have that we don't? Let's pause for a moment and turn this question on its head. Instead of asking what others have, let's ask what we can do. Yes, that's right. The power is within us, not outside, and that power, my friends, is the power of a question. This question isn't just a collection of words ending with a question mark. It's a tool, a catalyst, a spark that can ignite the flame of change. It's a call to action, asking us to look within ourselves and search for answers. It's an invitation to embark on a journey of self-improvement. And what's this journey all about? It's about repetition and resilience. It's about repeating positive actions and overcoming past failures. It's about understanding that failure isn't the opposite of success, but a stepping stone towards it. Think about it. Every time we stumble and get back up, we learn something new. Every time we repeat a positive action, we get a little bit better at it. And every time we overcome a past failure, we grow stronger, more resilient. This journey is not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming the best version of ourselves. It's about breaking down the walls of our past and building a bridge to our future. It's about realizing that we are not defined by our past, but by how we shape our future. So let's embrace the question. Let's embrace the journey. Let's embrace the power within us. Because the only person you should try to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Today we explore the journey of a woman named Jane who transformed her life through the power of repetition and resilience. Meet Jane, a woman who was once paralyzed by her failures, yet managed to turn them into her stepping stones. Jane's journey began in the hustle and bustle of New York City, a place where dreams are as vast as skyscrapers and as numerous as the city lights. But for Jane, life was a series of stumbling blocks. With every step she took, she found herself sinking deeper into the quicksand of her failures. She was stuck in a job she despised. Her relationships were crumbling and her dreams seemed as distant as the stars in the city's night sky. Jane, like many of us, was caught in a cycle of self-doubt and fear. She saw her failures as a reflection of her worth, and each mistake was a blow to her confidence. The challenges she faced seemed insurmountable. She was a ship lost at sea, battered by the wave of her past mistakes. But the spark within Jane never extinguished. Beneath the rubble of her failures, a determination was brewing. Jane decided that she was tired of living a life dictated by her past mistakes. She was tired of being a victim of her circumstances. She was tired of watching her dreams fade into the background. She yearned for change. She yearned for a life she could be proud of, and so she decided to change her life. She understood that her journey was not going to be easy. She knew the road to success was paved with challenges, but she was ready to face them head on. Jane began to see her failures not as stumbling blocks, but as stepping stones. She started to understand that each failure was a lesson, each setback an opportunity for growth. She dedicated herself to learning, growing and improving. She embraced the pain of her failures, the discomfort of change and the uncertainty of the unknown. And slowly but surely, Jane began to rise. She started to see the fruits of her labor, the changes in her life and the transformation in her mindset. Jane realized that to change her life, she had to change her approach. She began to embrace repetition. Repetition, as mundane as it may sound, became Jane's secret weapon. You might question how this simple act holds such strength. Let's explore how Jane used it to her advantage. Identical to us, Jane had dreams and aspirations, but kept facing the same obstacles. It was tough, but she soon discovered that she had to accept the discipline of repetition. She practiced daily, focusing on one aspect at a time. Initially, it was strenuous, but new progress was gradual. With consistent practice, tasks that seemed impossible started becoming effortless. Her piano playing improved, painting became confident, and her writing more articulate. This was repetition at work. It made her mentally robust and resilient. She trained her mind to bear failure and learned to keep trying despite the odds. Moreover, her self-confidence soared. Continuous repetition helped Jane believe in her capabilities. She understood she wasn't defined by past failures, but by her present efforts and future potential. Repetition, just a tool. It was a path to self-discovery, resilience, and empowerment. Jane discovered that repetition was not just about doing the same thing over and over, but about improving with each attempt. This is the true power of repetition. But repetition alone was not enough. Jane had to face her biggest adversary, her past self. You see, Jane's past was a tricky landscape littered with setbacks and failures. Each one was a stark reminder of the many times she had tried and failed. But Jane knew that to move forward, she had to confront these ghosts of her past. She started by accepting her failures, not as a mark of incompetence, but as evidence of her courage to try. She understood that failure was not the opposite of success, but rather a part of it. She embraced her past mistakes, knowing that they were not roadblocks, but stepping stones leading her towards her goals. Next, Jane began learning from her failures. She sifted through each one, not to dwell on them, but to extract valuable lessons. She analyzed where she went wrong, what she could have done better, and how she could improve. She took these lessons and used them as her guide, her roadmap to success. But acceptance and learning were just the first steps. Jane also had to let go of her past failures. She realized that she was not the same person who had made those mistakes. She had grown, evolved, and become stronger. The past was just that. Past, it was time to let go and move forward, and so Jane did. She took each failure, each setback, and each disappointment, and she used them. She used them to fuel her determination, to stoke her resolve, and to strengthen her belief in herself. Each failure became a stepping stone, each setback a springboard, propelling her forward towards her dreams. In this journey of self-discovery and growth, Jane realized something profound. She was not her failures, she was not her mistakes. She was not defined by the time she had fallen, but by the time she had risen. In overcoming her past self, Jane found that she was not defined by her failures, but by how she rose after falling. Jane's story is not just about overcoming challenges, it's about the triumph of perseverance. Let's take a moment to reflect on the power of repetition and the necessity of overcoming past failures. These two intertwined concepts are the stepping stones to achieving any goal, as Jane's journey so eloquently illustrates. Jane's achievements didn't happen overnight. They were the result of relentless repetition, of doing the same thing over and over again until she got it right. Each repetition was a brick in the foundation of her success, each one a testament to her unwavering commitment to her goal. But it's crucial to remember that Jane's path was not straight nor smooth. She faced obstacles, she stumbled, she fell, yet she refused to be defined by these failures. Instead, she used them as lessons, as stepping stones to push her forward, to make her stronger. She understood that failure is not the opposite of success, but a part of it. The transformation Jane underwent is nothing short of inspiring. From a timid, unsure individual, she morphed into a confident, goal-oriented achiever. She didn't just overcome her challenges, she learned from them, grew with them, and used them to fuel her journey towards her goal. Her triumph is not just in the achievement of her goal, but in the person she became in the process. She became a testament to the power of perseverance, a shining example of what can be achieved when we refuse to give up, when we keep pushing and keep trying, no matter how hard it gets. In Jane's story, we see a reflection of our own potential. We see that with repetition, resilience, and a refusal to be defined by past failures, we can achieve anything we set our minds to. Jane's journey teaches us that with repetition, resilience, and a refusal to be defined by past failures, there's no goal or dream we can't achieve. So, what is your next goal?